We're with head coach Stan Luttrell from Chestatee High School. Coach, thanks so much for being in studio with us. And your sixth season. You're already your sixth season. Time flies, doesn't it?
Time definitely flies. Very excited to be at Chestatee and to have been there for so long, and we're looking forward to a great 2011 football season.
Yeah, Morgan and I talk about, just football season kind of sneaks up on you. It's like 1 second the baseball season starts, next thing you know, it's into football season. You ever get kind of a downtime, or you pretty much all summer long, this is exactly what you're thinking about?
Our downtime is Christmas break.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, after Christmas break, it's full speed ahead, and we're counting down the days till our opening game.
Man, very, very good.
Well, just, Coach, coming into this 2010 or 2011 season, talk about kind of what y'all went through last season, kind of some of the growing pains that you experienced, and just kind of what that did to kind of help build what you're hoping for is going to be a good 2011.
We had a great group of seniors in 2010. We knew that we were going to have to play a lot of young guys, and we did. At one point, we started 4 freshmen in one game, and any time that you're playing that many young guys, you're going to struggle to win. But we were 3-7. We finished the season with a win against Walnut Grove and felt positive about it. And we've had a tremendous off season. Our guys have been tremendously committed to the program, getting bigger, faster, stronger. We've played both ways over the past 2 years, and now we're getting back into our 2-platoon plan where people only play offense or only play defense. And that's really brought a lot to our program as far as what we're able to do. We're able to do a lot more in our schemes. And conditioning is not an issue. Injuries shouldn't be an issue or as big of an issue because of playing both ways. You lose one kid, you're losing 2 starters. So I feel very good about our young men. We've had over 60 guys at all our summer workouts. We've competed well in all of the camps that we've been to, and we're excited.
Talk a little bit about, I know you've got a solid committed group of seniors this year, but I know the bulk of this team is the juniors and sophomores class, and talk about that group and about kind of how excited you are.
Well, this junior class has been with us since we started in our junior War Eagle program, and they've even won the 12-year-old championships in the Mountain League, and so we feel real good about them. The majority of them got a lot of reps last year in the 2010 season, and I think we have 25 or 26 of those guys, and then our sophomore class. Some of them obviously got to play, as I said earlier, with four freshmen starting one game, and they've had a successful middle school program. So we feel good about the majority of our team being sophomores and juniors with some good, strong leadership from our 13 or 14 seniors. And I feel good about where the team's going. Their attitude is tremendous, and they feel they're ready to have that year that we've been waiting on.
Yeah, Coach, one of the special young guys you have, Quan Clark. I mean, just an outstanding year last year as a sophomore, over 700 yards rushing. It's good to have, and you got a lot of good running backs coming back. Mm-hmm. But I guess he kind of leads the way. It kind of has to make you feel pretty good to have that kind of backfield.
Absolutely, Quan's coming back with over 700 yards as a sophomore. Ben Souther was the last sophomore to rush for over 600 yards, wow. And Quan's right there in the mix with that. And I think Quan's getting ready to have a breakout year. You also mentioned the other guys, Montre Tate, who was hampered by a high ankle sprain last year. Montre's had a great summer, and we have a new kid who transferred in from Milton named Brandon Thompson, who's a national level sprinter. Wow. And so we feel real good about those three. And then Jordan DeGraff being our quarterback. Jordan got a lot of snaps last year. He led the team in interceptions at corner, and now he's solely working at quarterback. And he's had a great summer, and I think we're going to be very explosive on offense.
You talk about the offense. Obviously, you graduated a real playmaker in Scott DeGraff, the quarterback.
Mr. Tuning.
Yes.
One of those guys that went both ways for him, too.
Yeah, Scott Tuning, obviously, and was a leading tackler on defense as well. Talk about the hole that you have to replace with him, and about Jordan DeGraff, who is stepping into the breach.
Well, the biggest thing that Scott brought to the table is he was from a football family, and his leadership will be the hardest thing to replace, is how he led the team. Yes, he was the leading tackle on defense, and yes, he was the starting quarterback on offense, but Scott was one of those guys that stepped up and spoke up when he had to and really led the team. And instead of one or two guys doing that like we had last year, we have a large group of young men that are coming together to lead the team. Jordan does have a big hole to step into as far as that leadership on offense, but I feel confident that we've groomed him well. He's not going to be thrown to the fire like Scott was earlier or like Ethan Souther was 6 years ago. And he is ready for the challenge. He's getting bigger and stronger, and he's learning the offense better. And I feel like he's going to do an excellent job of running the offense.
How do you feel coming into this season? I mean, it seems like you're kind of putting something really good together and kind of stepping up. Go 3-7 last year, but like Morgan mentioned, some growing pains with some younger guys. But it seems like you're really ready to take that next step for 2011.
I think we're definitely ready to take that step. Last year 3-7, no one in our program's happy with that. Into a new region, yes, we play a tough region. So does everyone north of Atlanta. So we feel like that we've paid our price per se last year with some growing pains and playing younger guys. Those guys are older, they're bigger, faster, stronger, and we're ready to get it done on Friday nights.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, you want to wrap this up with?
Yeah, we definitely. I do want to ask you one more thing about one of your former players, Chase Vassar, he's over in Athens, and he has a chance to possibly play this year for the Bulldogs. Do you keep in touch with him? Do you keep in touch with a lot of your older players?
Absolutely. Chase is doing a great job. He made some plays in the spring game. I've spoken with the Georgia staff a couple of times this summer, and they feel like that he is ready to make that step, and he's grown up and he's matured a lot since he's left us, which is great for Chase, and it's time for him to be ready to step into that role and be an every down guy, and they're waiting to see if he's ready to do that.
Yeah.
Ben Souther is another one. He and Brantley Beck are at the Air Force Academy right now.
Really?
And Ben is in the mix to start as a freshman. They were at the prep school last year, and now they're actually at the academy. And Ben is in competition for the starting B-back position at Air Force.
That's pretty good.
And it's always exciting to look back and see how kids grow up in your program, and that's what we're doing within our program, as well as my friends that are at other schools. Is we're trying to build young men, not only the guys that are going to go play college football at Georgia or Air Force or wherever, but guys are going to be husbands and fathers one day, and they can be productive in our society, and we're producing a lot of good men out of our program.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more question. I think it's something that you mentioned with Morgan either yesterday or a couple days ago, starting fast this season. It's at West Hall, September 2nd. You guys get started. How important is it for you guys to kind of get off on the right foot, not just that game, but the first few games?
It's critical. People don't understand how important momentum is in a season, much less in a game. And it's very important for this group that have paid the price in the offseason to start fast, have some success early, and kind of get on a roll before we get to our sub-region schedule.
Excellent. Stan Luttrell, really appreciate your time, and good luck this year at Chestatee.
Thank you very much.
All right.